I have some shit to say about the Bermuda Triangle, guys. All right, listen to this shit. Yo, I have some serious shit to say about the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda. Okay, I got the word right there. I got it tab opened up. Shit! I need Google Play. I need Google Hangouts to fucking share screen and shit. Fuck. Hold up. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. I know exactly how. Right!
Otherwise, we are finished, and I will see
Paper.
you guys tomorrow morning.
Marker.
Thank y'all for being here today.
Pencil.
Bye, everybody.
Pencil. Where the fuck did you go? Glasses that aren't mine and I can't barely see the fucking computer screen with. Woo! Yeah, it's fucking blurry as fuck, man.
Bye, Jeremiah.
Oh shit.
Bye, Savannah. Y'all do have a great, great day.
Bye.
Yes, Ryan Holly, if y'all want to use the mic, you're welcome to. You can put it in chat or use the microphone. Pinkerton, this is Molly. I just have a quick question from my notes. Then on whole numbers and natural numbers, what section would those numbers have in them? Okay, so whole numbers.
I'm doing a YouTube video on the Bermuda Triangle.
Natural numbers. Let me go back to that slide.
Sorry, I'm in class right now. Hold up.
I was writing my notes and I got everything but that.
I'm about to solve this fucking mystery in less than 5 seconds.
Like, for example, negative numbers will be in integers, and most fractions, decimals, are rational numbers.
Drum roll, mother.
So, natural numbers are the counting numbers. They are
That sounds good.
positive whole numbers. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, any positive whole number. Now, for some reason,
I need paper. I need paper! Fuck! Where'd the paper go?
So 0 falls in the whole number category.
No,
But
those
whole numbers are
it.
just
I need a new file.
Big
Stop doing that shit. I'll beat your ass.
All the natural
You gotta
numbers
stop this shit.
plus 0.
Beat your ass.
Okay. The 0 is the one I actually got right. The reason why I remember it is I made a little thing saying that 0 is a whole 0. So it goes
Triangle, dude, out, come on. Come on, dude, let's go.
Any way that we can remember it is so
I
good.
got a mystery song real quick.
Yeah, and I kind of told Ryan to remember 0 is always
I got paper.
0. You never have a half 0. So, I don't know. That's just how I do it. Yeah.
All right, so. So here's what we're going to do real quick. The Bermuda Triangle starts off at Miami. All right. So we got Miami. Then we got Puerto Rico. No, it's not Puerto Rico. Peru. No, yeah, that's Puerto Rico. Oh, and then Bermuda. .1, .2, .3. All right. So we got Miami, Puerto Rico, and the Bermuda. If you connect each dot, it makes a triangle, right? It makes a triangle, right? Well, in the center of that triangle is a swirling hole, almost like a tornado, like a almost the swirling hole is like on in the sky. And normally, like boats, they when they go through the Bermuda Triangle, they're floating on the water. So if they get too close to the hole, they're gonna get sucked in. All right, but the mystery here comes something big. All right, here comes something really big that you're gonna want to hear. When you have airplanes going through the sky, hold up. When you have airplanes going through the sky, like when you have airplanes going to when you have airplanes in the sky, flying in the sky, when you have an airplane flying in the sky, all right, dude, stop chewing on shit. Come over there, I'll beat you. You don't stop. I won't beat. I'll pop you and you'll put you in your kennel. Fuck, where was it at? There was this ship. There was a ship. It was CD. It was a CD. It was a DC or CD4 C4D ship. Ow. Yeah, it's a ship. That shit was flying. That uh that airplane was going through the sky when it disappeared. All right. Damn. The Bermuda Triangle is also known as the Devil's Triangle, and we have where is this airplane at? There's a bunch of airplanes and everything out to me like like and to me it stood out to me and it sounded like an army spit on like a I mean there's a bunch of army jets and everything that's went in there and disappeared, but there was an airplane that stood out to me. It had a name. Let's see if I can go look that name up. CD for airplane at in the triangle. All right, so we're looking this crap up real quick. I remember the name of the airplane. I just need get more information about that airplane. aircraft squad run lost in the Bermuda Triangle December 5th, 1905. The days in history. Or the devils. Let's see. Let's scroll down with this real quick. Alright, so it was it had army. It had some army people on it. So let's see. Flight 19 was scheduled to take them due east for 200, 120 miles north of 700. A final 100. So they never returned. The fuck is that noise? Shut up. I don't want to listen to that shit. Mute site. I don't want to listen to that goddamn fucking video. I'm trying to concentrate here. At 2:10 p.m. 5 comprising flight 19 takeoff from the FT in Florida and yo, this is sad. I'm about to start fucking crying. I'm trying not to. Stop it, man. I can't read that no more. I don't want to read it anymore. I swear, if I was to continue on reading that, I would be crying my ass off right now. So I'm not gonna finish reading that. Lost patrol in triangles, still in mystery. 72 years later, blah blah blah. Found in 4 missing plane, 4 passengers. Alright, so we're gonna have to go look at that next. Still in mystery. I still figured this shit out about the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, I've got so many fucking things about the Bermuda Triangle that I could tell people. I've got ways to figure out its secrets. Shit, open that tab back up. I've got so many ways to tell people. I got so many ways to help people find out more about the Bermuda Triangle, and so many freaking ways on how to help. I've got so many ways on how to help figure out its mystery, and like literally, I have so many ways to help figure out its mystery, and help. Just help. I have so many ways to help, but I don't know if that's gonna help at all. So we're gonna go to my pictures. So my dad, he worked on a ship. He worked at the Port of Houston. He worked on a ship, container ship, and he worked on that container ship, and that after after the boat was done, after they got it worked, after they fixed it and everything, that the containers, everything on it, whatever they do at the port, I don't clearly know what they do at the port. I'm not gonna say anything else, but my dad said that 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 container ship, that container boat went through the Bermuda Triangle and it was never seen again. But when other boats go through that area, that boat pops up on their radar. That boat pops up on their radar, but it's never seen. You know? They say it's a large ocean trench, which technically spinning through water. It looks like a tornado is gonna be called a trench because it's in the water. It's in the water spinning around. So it's gonna be a trench, but I don't think it's I don't think so. We're gonna put this down real quick. Alright, so we're gonna talk about the things that I was gonna talk about that I was gonna talk about on how it's just so weird and how uncommon and what the hell is going on about it. Like there's something up with the Bermuda Triangle. Like why the hell would an airplane just disappear in the middle of why would an airplane just disappear if it's flying 2,000, if it's flying 1,000 to 3,000 feet up in the air above the water? All right, so here's what I wanted to talk about. How does an airplane that's flying 1,000 to 3,000 feet up in the air above sea level, how does an airplane just mysteriously disappears from the? How does an airplane mysteriously just vanishes from the sky? Like really? I mean, I can see a boat whenever because it's selling. A boat is moving on water, and that trench thing is in the water and it's spinning. Which anything that gets close to it, if it does power to get away from the wall of that trench, if any so let me rephrase myself. Say this is a small boat, a small flat bottom boat, and it's cruising and it's going through the Bermuda Triangle. That little
trench thingamabobber could is going to could say this right here is a like the little trench. The thing's going beside it. The thing's going with like a couple of 100 feet away from it. That pool of the pool around it, that spin is gonna pull anything into it. See, now this wouldn't have to get out of that gravitational pull to get away from it. It would get sucked right in. But we got big cruise ships, big army. We got big Navy SEAL army out of it and disappearing out of whenever they go through there. Cruise ships, they have enough power to get out of that gravitational pull from that trench. I mean, I'm not saying they do, but they should have enough power to get out of that gravitational pull. Well, yeah, here's a big mystery. All right, so hold on. So let me find something. Alright, so we got my little toy helicopter right here. Alright. We got my little it's dusty, like really fucking dusty. Alright, so we're gonna use this paper as a Bermuda Triangle. So the ocean's like this. We got either a helicopter or airplane that's 1,000 to 3,000. That's 1,000 to 3,000 feet up, far away from the water, far enough away from the water that nothing would happen to it. The Bermuda Triangle, but it's like it makes it to the Bermuda Triangle, it disappears, never to be seen. That's the big mystery. An airplane's going through the sky, or airplane or a helicopter's going through the sky, 1,000 to 3,000 feet. How can an airplane that goes through the Bermuda Triangle, 1,000 feet up in the air, disappear, never met, and just disappears out of the blue? Is either knocking something, something pulling them, or not, something is pushed, is not, or pulling them into the ocean, into that train. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that something or someone or not airplanes out of the sky and all that. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying it's rain that's going 1,000. It's just it's weird how an airplane that's flying above sea level at 1,000 to 3,000 feet up in the air, and just gets knocked out of the sky or pulled out of the sky and never makes it out the other side of the Bermuda Triangle. Something is pulling it out of the sky or knocking it out, or the Bermuda Triangle is just a portal to another dimension. I mean, like literally everything that's went into the Bermuda, everything that's every ship, every airplane, every helicopter, cruise ship, every thing that's went into that Bermuda Triangle has just vanished. Like literally, just clear out of the blue. The only thing of is that the Bermuda Triangle is a portal to another dimension. And I'm not just talking about this. I'm not just I'm talking about starting from this point at Miami, Puerto Rico to Miami. I'm talking about this whole triangle. This whole triangle. Once you enter that triangle, you aren't gonna make it out the other side. We'll say is this whole triangle right here is a to another dimension. Whenever the thing goes into the triangle, so we got. All right, let me draw an airplane. Get a pencil so I don't have to use my Sharpie because it's almost out of ink. So I got my pencil. I got my pencil. Here is what I'm trying. All right, so is I believe the whole Bermuda Triangle is a portal to another dimension, and not just that little trench that's in the ocean. I'm talking about the whole triangle. When you connect the dot, when you put Miami, Puerto Rico there, Bermuda there, and you put a dot by each not by each uh which my Florida, which is which I believe that is a beach in Miami. Which you would put that dot on that beach. Puerto Rico, you would put the dot on that beach, on their beach, and I believe there's a right. This dot is what I put for Bermuda. I believe there's an island right there, and you put a dot on each beach. Like on this paper, I just put a dot by each name, by each name of the state or yeah, by each state or city. I just put a dot by each name, and I connected those dots. I'm saying this whole triangle and this thing and this trench in the middle is a portal to another dimension. Now, before any before any scientist or geologist or anybody that uh I'm not saying it's an actual portal. Just a suggestion. But don't